And now we come to, I think, the most important thing I'm going to tell you. I hope this is the thing that will stick or somehow crystallize everything into a larger whole, right? Because the paragraph is a minute of your reader's attention, right? And you are all knowledgeable people, so you could all write down 3 or 4 sentences that you know to be true, right? You wouldn't have gotten this far in your studies if you hadn't acquired some justified true beliefs. So you could write down some sentences that you know to be true, right? Suppose in a couple of weeks you come to my office with 3 paragraphs that support, elaborate, or defend these 3 truths you write down today in this room. Would that prove to me that sitting here, as you do right now, that you knew those 3 things? It's a rhetorical question. You know the answer is no, right? The answer is no, you wouldn't. Because it would only demonstrate that if you write down 3 things today, and I give you 2 weeks, then you could learn those 3 things in 2 weeks, right? And there are hundreds of things that if you don't already know they're true, if I give you 2 weeks and a pretty good reason, like a degree, then you could learn them, right? You could undertake to learn them, right? If you were properly motivated, you have the intelligence and the means and the background to learn these truths. So in order to make it a test of whether or not you know something right now, we have to put an interesting time limit on the ability to compose a coherent prose paragraph about something before we say you know it, right? And so this is the definition that I hope you take with you tonight. To know something at university is the ability to compose a coherent prose paragraph about it that says one thing and supports, elaborates, or defends it in 27 minutes. Right? What I hope will be clear, certainly as you start trying to work in this way, is that if you develop the ability to write anything you know down in a coherent prose paragraph of at least 6 sentences and at most 200 words in 27 minutes, you will not regret having that ability. This is an ability you want to have. You will like to have it, and you will like the confidence of knowing you have it. So we come to an interesting question. How do we become good at writing a paragraph about something we know in 27 minutes? Right? How do you think? Write paragraphs in 27 minutes, right? Practice, practice, practice. It's the only way. And I encourage you to get started tomorrow. And here's what I think you should do. Every day comes to an end. Every day of work and study comes to an end. And at that point, you decide on a key sentence and a time to write tomorrow, right? So you decide on a key sentence, and I encourage you to take no more than 5 minutes to do this. At the most 10 minutes if you're really struggling to come up with something to write for tomorrow, right? And express this in a sentence, not like a word or a topic or a question, but a sentence you know to be true, right? And this is going to be the key sentence of a paragraph that you will then write tomorrow, working for 18 or 27 minutes.